YouTube, what's happening? Wanted to do a review of this Benjamin Marauder. It's model 2220 and 22 caliber. It is a PCP air rifle, meaning you have to use compressed air to put inside this cylinder part here, so the rifle will fire. If you're new to the PCP game and you're looking to get into it, this is not the cheapest route to go. And I've got several PCP rifles, but this is probably the funnest one that I have. It is nice, compact, light. Just to give you an idea, from here to here is approximately 30 inches. And this setup with the scope on it, it is 4.5 pounds, so really lightweight. Comes with a 8-shot magazine. I think it's 8-shot. Yeah, eight or 10. I think it's 8. Comes with a magazine. And so when you're ready to charge this up and fire it, you need a hand pump, which I've done that. And pumping this thing, even though it's on the smaller side with the cylinder, pumping it'll get old fast. I can promise you that, because you'll enjoy shooting it so much. Then you'll kind of dread, like, oh no, I got to go back to the pump and work this pump thing again to fill it back up. On a full cylinder, you're going to get somewhere around 3 magazines out of it. So that's 24 shots. 3 times 8 is 24. You're going to get about 24 shots, maybe a little bit more, but you'll see your speed starting to die down. If you want to charge this thing and do it kind of the easy way, and I don't want to say the budget way, but it's slightly the budget way in terms of not using one of the major air rifle supply recommendations for their tanks, because their tanks are really high. So what I did was I went to eBay and bought one of these tanks that came with this piece on it and everything. Had to get the supplied whip, and it's got the female ends already on it. And fortunately, with the Benjamin Marauder, the male end is already on the air rifle, so then all you simply do is just connect. I'm not going to do it, but I'll walk you through it. You would be looking at the pressure gauge, and mine's at 2. Well, actually, I can do it. So you'll just make sure that the valve is locked down here. Slowly crank open the nozzle on top of your bottle. Starts to go. Hits 3. Lock it down. It fell just shy of 3. It's still okay. Here is your bleed valve on this. Just crack that slowly. Boom. Okay. Now it's safe to take this off. And now, even with it being slightly less than 3, you've still probably got that 28-shot range. Take your supplied cap that comes with it, put it on, click, boom, there it is. All right, so there we go. I'll do another review or video about this bottle and talk about this. So if you're interested in one of these things, a little bit more on the budget side. I haven't bought one in a while with, with all the pandemic mess. Who knows if this is still a budget option? But when I got this thing a year and a half ago, I'll say this was more budget friendly than what was advertised on some of the major air gun type websites. So kind of budget friendly. But anyway, just so you guys understand where I'm coming from, I'm not sponsored by anybody. I'm not trying to make any money here. Not trying to do anything like that. I'm simply trying to just share my opinion of this with you. So if you're thinking about getting one of these, I can tell you, you're probably going to have fun with it. Now, is it the fastest shooting thing out there? No, it's not. I'll actually I got a little chronograph in another video. I'll do a chrono, or maybe I might attach it to this one. Yeah, I think I'll attach it to this one. We'll do a chrono test in here, and we'll just see, kind of what it gets. And I think it's around 600 or 650 feet per second. Magazine number 1. Magazine number 2. This air rifle does have a sweet spot on PSI for velocity, and it's around 2200. So at around 2200, you'll see your best shots, and then it'll kind of die down from there. And see, you can see it was slightly less than 3,000, and I've shot 16 shots through it, maybe 17, yeah. And there we are, we're at 2,000. So we've probably got another good solid mag or mag and a half to go through where it'll stay at more or less full power and say the 580 to 614 or 15 range. I would do a decibel test, but I'm inside this and it's freezing cold and raining outside right now. So I'll do a decibel test another day and plug that information in there. But it's on the quieter side, that's for sure, as far as disturbing your neighbors, where, you know, some of them are kind of a loud crack. But it's just a lot of fun to shoot. So far for me, it has been 100% reliable. There have been no problems with it. When I take this rifle and I am done shooting it, and put it up in the room. Let's say I only shot, you know, one magazine through it, 8 rounds, and my pressure gauge has dropped. Well, when I go pick the rifle up the next time, the pressure gauge is right there where it's at. I mean, I've let it sit there for, you know, a month, and the pressure gauge remains. So not any problem so far with this one. So I really think you would enjoy shooting this. And I attached a 3-9 by 36 Tasco, which is a cheap scope, but for this at no more than you're shooting, when you're shooting, you know, 30, 40 feet with this thing, it'll drive tacks. It'll put one, you know, almost to the same hole over. And if you can hold it steady enough, it'll just about do it. All right, let's go over loading the magazine here. You rotate this around counterclockwise. You'll see where it's completely open. I just like to hold it between my first finger and thumb, and then put my middle finger at the hole down there. Drop your first pellet in nose first. Now rotate this back, and you'll see the subsequent holes. One, I'm just gonna put a couple in here, you'll get the idea. Rotate it again. Drop it in, spin this all the way back till it matches up. Now take it and slide it into the air rifle. You'll hear it click, lock it forward. Now there is one chambered, and I am going to discharge it into a piece of wood behind me here. All right, there you go. So that's how you would load the magazine and get it ready. And yeah, that's about it. If you really want to get into the PCP air game and you're looking for one, I could not recommend this one more, especially if you're walking in the woods somewhere and you're carrying one. Super compact, super easy to carry. I think you'll really like it. Give it a shot. All right, have a good day.